everybody, welcome back. These are the most entitled people of 2022. It's been a good one. It's been a good year, guys. But we're gonna be better next year, right? Right?
Wrong.
If
Thank you.
no,
Yeah.
so you have a car, so you pay us.
Well,
Just so
I'm
you
waiting
know.
for the convenience. So.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
But
You have a good day. Take care.
come get it, next time.
I'm sorry, what? You're asking for it? Listen, I have every sympathy for people that do food delivery, like I really do. However, it kind of comes with the job. There are going to be people who tip, and there are going to be people who don't. And there's like a big discussion going on the internet right now about why it's the customer's job to subsidize low wages. And furthermore, people get food delivered for convenience. Just because they have a car, that doesn't mean that they're gonna go pick up the food. If you don't like that job, find something else. I always tip, but the audacity to immediately say tip.
Rent?
Yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward. You don't ask. That's something that you just don't ask for. I tip very well, but you're not gonna ask me for a tip. That's on the company that you work for to pay you right, but I tip well, so I tip very well. I always tip 20%.
He only tipped like 4%.
Unless the service is absolute garbage. Like, unless you literally make my experience crappy with your shitty service, I'm always gonna tip you 20%.
That is disgusting.
I don't like how we're asking. You're not entitled to a tip.
Preach, girl!
These parents are suing their son because he refuses to move out of their house. Meet 30-year-old Michael Rotondo. He has always lived with his parents, doesn't have a job, and according to his parents is a huge freeloader. His parents tried for years to get him to move out. They gave him eviction letters, gave him over $1,000 so he can go rent a place on his own. But the guy apparently still isn't budging. So his parents had no choice but to take their own son to court because he just wouldn't leave. And it shouldn't be a surprise that in this particular case, the judge voted in favor of the parents. Here is Michael trying to get the judge to change the ruling after it had already been announced. Look, we live in tough times where rent is very expensive, and young people are staying at their parents' houses longer and longer, and that's okay. But there's a big difference between being somebody who still lives at home and being a freeloader.
True that. I don't judge people. I understand cost of living is very, very high. It's hard to find a good job, but like the rest of us have to deal with it. And so do you. And at least, if you're gonna stay in your parents' house, do stuff to like help. Don't just treat them like your maids. Help them with chores around the house. Show that you're grateful to be there. I've definitely reacted to that before, but let's remember this is a year in review. I post videos every single goddamn day, okay? My content producer, Vanessa, amazing, she has to find 900 videos for me to react to every month. And of those 900 videos, none of them can be anything I've reacted to before. None of them can break the community guidelines. That being said, do you want daily content?
Hell yeah!
Good. Okay, glad we have an understanding, because, on occasion, there might be a clip that you've seen before. Y'all are entitled, all right? Chill out.
How dare you?
Not everybody has seen every single second of every single video of mine, all right? Thank you very much, but, not everybody is as dedicated as you.
You underestimate my power!
Who are you?
I'm Billy Eichner.
And, okay, all right, so, and is this like TV or?
Yeah, this is like television, yeah.
What television?
Like Billy on the Street.
Oh, okay. So are you an internet thing?
No, it's actually a TV thing and an internet thing.
I don't like your attitude.
Okay, I don't like yours. I'm on TV.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit about you?
I don't like your attitude. She says she doesn't like his attitude, but she literally came up to him with an attitude and started crapping on his line of work.
Ironic.
So is this TV or something? Like, yes, it is. You see the camera right there? You see the microphone? Also, who doesn't know who Billy on the Street is? Me, until about 30 seconds ago. Old man owns entitled influencer. Oh, excellent. Okay.
Staying hydrated. It's a bit hard when it's cold these mornings, but... Just 1 sec. I'm just filming. So you're just in the shot, that's all.
Right, this is a bench that I sit on every day. So, there's plenty of room in this park, in the loft.
There
So,
is, but I'm just
all you've got to
having
do
a
is
nice
just
day.
ask us to move the camera around then.
I can't move it because it's on the tripod.
Yeah, you
Come on,
can.
Just wait for the phone call.
Alright, you-
All right, unpopular opinion. The man was sitting on the bench to cause a ruckus. She doesn't own the right to that filming space. She probably didn't have a permit to film on that live stream. He did sit down because he probably wanted to prove a point. He maybe doesn't like influencers, whatever it is. So that being said though, this whole thing about her not being able to move her tripod is BS. If someone is clearly just coming into your space and they're making it difficult for you, yeah, he's kind of being a dick about it. She was kind of being a dick about it.
You deserve each other.
But you can just move. No need for a confrontation, just move your camera. Cause yeah, at the end of the day, people do have a right to sit wherever the hell they want. And if it's a public place, you do get to film wherever you want. So it's like a give and take kind of thing.
I didn't talk to her. I don't understand. You guys speak English 10% and the rest on the other language.
We have a camera.
Yes.
You can see them if you want to see them again.
But now I have to do my nails.
I tell you.
Can you ask him, please? I have to do my nails. I have to do my nails.
I came in at 5:30. I made the appointment to do my nails. I have to do my nails, or I'm gonna call the cops. Seriously, I have a flight. Please.
You can call. We can call too.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the
Yes.
camera and
I don't care about the camera. Please, I need to do my nails. Please, no, seriously.
Do your own damn nails.
I did not make it up. I made the appointment.
Okay, ma'am, you are literally disturbing the whole salon. I would appreciate if you could just take this outside.
But do you understand? I made
It
the
does not
appointment,
matter.
and I have a flight.
There's a decorum.
No one
you
cares.
Have to have some decency and be a little bit more respectful.
I love how she started off all of that with like insulting the fact that that woman doesn't speak English. Being like racist is not how you get what you want. You don't need to do your nails, babe. That's a first world problem. And if that's the attitude that you're gonna have, do your own damn nails.
That's your opinion.
No, that's my ruling, pal. And let me tell you something, Mr. University of Miami Law School. I taught at UM for many, many years, and you right now are embarrassing us. You do not show that kind of disrespect, okay? If you don't like what the judge is doing, then you take it to the next forum. But you do not sit here and say that's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer.
I don't want to be.
Good, because you don't have it in you. But you got a lot to learn about what it means to be a member of the Florida bar. And if you think that this kind of petulance and babiness on your part to turn around and tell a judge who you disagree with, well, that's your opinion, is going to get you anywhere, you are sorely mistaken. If there's nothing you should have learned in the last 2 years as a law student, there's something you should have learned as a human growing up, that you do not show that kind of disrespect. You don't like it, take it to the hallway. But you do not look a judge in the face, because I don't care what you think about me. You got to respect this process. And if there's anybody who I expect to respect this process, it's a second-year law student at the University of Miami. Verdict for the plaintiff, $450 and court costs.
Damn!
She said what she said, yo. I like her. How must it feel to just like know that you're right because you're a judge? Guys, I'm going to law school just so that I can be right all the time.
God help us all.
I know that a guy would be so lucky to date me, aka I am the prize. And it's because of the scarcity of good guys.
Wait a second. So you're saying you're the prize with no reason. You're just saying you're the prize because good men are scarce. How does that make any sense? If good men, high-value men, are hard to come by, that would make them the prize. Just based off your own argument, that would make them the prize. That doesn't just make you by default the prize. Saying that you're the prize is such a toxic way of thinking, right? So in a good, healthy relationship, guess what? You're each other's prize. You're not the prize, neither is he. You're each other's prize to one another.
He's not wrong. It's good to have the mentality that you are a prize. Nobody likes somebody who's desperate. No one likes someone that's, doesn't value themselves. However, what do you bring to the table in order to be a prize? Meet Karen the bush killer. Karen caught red-handed spraying my bush with bleach? Shut up.
You live over there, you need to worry about your yard. Do not spray this because y'all are killing it with whatever your concoction is. Get away from my house. I'm calling the police, I'm telling you now, lady. Go ahead.
Go ahead, because I'm allowed to touch
you. were in my yard, and the camera already caught you.
His fence.
Guess what?
This is his fence.
It don't matter. Listen, lady. I got you on camera on my side, okay? So get out, my yard. Don't touch nothing else.
Go ahead.
Do not touch nothing else. So here's the bush. And it's obviously growing on my side right here. So, and then that's what's on their side. She don't live at this house. She lives over there. I live right here. My neighbors live there. She lives over there. She came all the way across my neighbor's yard, came into my yard, was on my side when we pulled up.
That's insane. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Imagine feeling entitled to a bush that isn't even on your property. She don't like how that bush is growing. She needs you to stay in your lane. She's gonna take it out on your bush.
Phrasing.
Hey, dude. You know you're parked in a handicap thing, right? Like a walkway?
Is that why you're taking the photos?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're parked in... This is a walkway for handicapped people. Like, why you... There's parking over here.
Just walks away.
Oh, well... Oh, well, that makes it okay? Shades of Africa. The owner thinks it's okay to park in the walkway so disabled people can't access any of these places. That's real nice.
It's the fact that there's a lot of parking for me. Like, he can't be bothered to walk a few steps. This has to be one of my favorite entitled influencer stories I've heard. It's just...
Okay, so this content creator, S.Mac.MC Creener, has a studio. Influencer reached out to her saying that she wanted to do a photo shoot at one of her studios in a collaboration sort of way. They're not paying for the time that they're there and instead using like advertisements as their sort of payment. A lot of influencers do this. That's not the worst part. The worst part was the response after this creator had said, no, sorry, we don't really do that. We don't need to do that. You're more than welcome to come and pay. However, we're just not doing collaborations at the time. This influencer got very upset, very heated, and was responding like, I have this many likes, I have this many comments. Like, are you a 90-year-old woman? Do you not know how advertisement works? Like, I get paid 10 grand for each shoot that I done, but like, I'm doing this for free in exchange for time at your location. People found out who it was. It's a fashion nerd. It sounds like her voice, and the age matchups with her daughter. And this isn't the first time a fashion nerd has been in controversy. People have called her out for exploiting her child or using her child for content.
I think she takes the cake, to be honest. There are a few things more entitled than that voice note I heard.
Are you like 90 years old? Do you not know how this business works? I'm an influencer.
So entitled. What, you think you're entitled to food when you don't pay rent in this house? Subscribe!